All right.
Welcome to the Monday Motivation with Eric and Friends podcast with your host, Eric F. King, featuring world-class speakers, coaches, and consultants. Join us every Monday as we dive into empowering conversations that motivate, inspire, and educate entrepreneurs. Kickstart your week with valuable insights that help you not just survive, but thrive. This is your go-to podcast to start your week strong and live your best life. Let's make Mondays the fuel for your success journey.
All right. All right. All right. This is exciting. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is Eric F. King, and I am so excited today to bring you Motivational Monday with myself and my friends. And today we have a great topic, okay? The skills you need to build a successful online business. And we have incredible speakers that have experience with that. Yes, all my speakers today have had experience building a successful online business. All right, so I'm going to go first to our first speaker. Um, by the way, she has a great big announcement for you, Al, but I'm not going to say it. You guys have you have to hear it. She has a big announcement for today. She hails from Texas. She's the host of the Cassandra Terry Morning Show, and she is a world class mindset coach. So, without further ado, we're going to go out to Cassandra Terry. Cassandra.
Hello, hello, hello. Happy Motivation Monday, everyone. Love the topic. I can't wait to hear from the other speakers because the one thing about this space is I receive as much as I give. And you guys are always just dropping so much useful information. So, all of you that are listening, grab your pens, grab your paper, your device, whatever you use to take notes. Most of you we see on a regular basis. We're excited about the new faces. And if you have any interest in building an online business or just an online presence, maybe it's not a traditional business, but there's a reason why you show up in these spaces, and you want to gain a following or expand your network in the online space. And so I just wanted to share 4 skills with you guys that would be very helpful and foundational to building a strong online business. And the first thing I'm going to tell you that you need to know is yourself. You need clarity about the purpose of your business. Why are you showing up? What's the message you want to get out, or the product or service that you want to make sure that those that come across you are aware of? So it begins with clarity of purpose. If the only thing that you're thinking about is profit, you've skipped so much of the process. So start by knowing the value that you're bringing, the service that you have to offer, and get really really clear about your purpose. That will serve you the entire duration of your business and beyond. It will help you in your decision making, and it just helps you move forward when you're moving forward from a place of purpose and value. The second thing that you need to know is your audience. Who are you providing this service to? What problem are you solving for your customers? Clarity, 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 clarity of purpose, and clarity of the person. Think of it as an individual. Who's your ideal customer? What are you saying to them? What problem are you solving for them? Where are they? Are they in the spaces where you are right now? Are there groups that they participate in? Are there a certain demographic? Are they male, female, both? Are they in the US or is it another country? Do you have any analytics that tells you who's paying attention to what it is that you're talking about? And if you don't have them now, start to gather them. Every time you put out something in the online space, pay attention to who responds, who's watching, because that will give you that helped me a lot. I had a hard time saying that my business was focused on women because it felt like I wasn't being inclusive. And I was like, well, men, everybody can benefit from mindset. So it's not saying that there's not something that you have to offer for anyone, but you have to be really clear in your messaging about who you're talking to so that you reach them. And when I started to look at my analytics, and it has been consistent over time, hasn't changed a bit, 86% of the people who engage with what I'm doing are women. Right. So even though I wasn't thinking that it was the right thing to do to focus on women, it was women who were focusing on me. So that tells me 86% of the time when I put something out there, it's going to be received, engaged with, most helpful to a woman. So, in knowing that, I can shape how I do my messages and the things that I talk about so I can make sure that I'm learning more and more about her. That's a broad audience, right? So I have to keep peeling back that onion and getting clear and clear about my customer so that I make sure that I'm solving the issues that that particular customer has. And then you need authenticity. You have to build your brand and connect with your audience beyond here's this widget that I'd like for you to buy for me. That's why the value statement, what it is that you're doing for them, is so important. But you want to tell stories beyond, please buy this thing from me. I've got this thing that's going to make your life better. They need to get to know you, get to know your brand so that you can build that connection and give that value and the sales will come. So authenticity is huge. And then you need a growth mindset. You're going to make mistakes. Things are not going to always be linear and unfold exactly the way that you thought. But if you are okay with the fact that mistakes are going to come, you can remain flexible, remain creative, and you learn from those mistakes instead of playing really small, trying to avoid them in the first place. Our biggest learning is from those mistakes. So know yourself, know your audience, build your connection with them authentically through storytelling, and have a growth mindset. So those are the four key skills that I would love to see you shine through so that you can find that audience and the success that you're looking for online. Eric mentioned that I have an exciting announcement today. I do. My book, the background that you see, Soar Beyond Limits, Unleashing the Power Within, is live on Amazon in all the forms. You can get the digital, the paperback, or the hardcover and get it to you in your hands within a couple of days. So I am so excited about that. I already see the sales coming in and I appreciate you guys so much. And we are running towards bestseller. So get your copy today. You can go to Amazon and just search on my name, Cassandra Terry, and you will see a very familiar background like what you see behind me right now. So, Eric, that is my time. Thank you so much for creating this space and giving us the opportunity to share with such a large audience. Back to you.
All right, all right. Well, congratulations. We are so excited for you. It's well deserving. I mean, I've been waiting for your book for ages. So now it's here. Now it's here.
Thank
So
you, thank you, thank you.
we're excited about it and we're going to take it to the world. Okay. Tens of thousands of people will buy it. Hundreds of thousands of people will buy it. You will get 1 million people buy your book. All right. 1 million people will buy your book. All right. All right. So we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going. Welcome everybody. Alexis, good to see you. Coral, I see you. LaDonna, I see you. Genevieve, I see you. Welcome everybody. Definitely put your questions in the chat because this is a great topic and it's a topic that can benefit everybody, absolutely. So our next speaker comes from, so we're going from Texas to California, and she is a financial expert, right? And she's also a black belt, right? So that tells you something about her mindset and her consistency and resilience, right? And she helps you make money, save money, invest money. I've learned so much from her ever since I've been listening to her. And some people say, well, money doesn't buy happiness. Well, here's the deal. You're happier when you have money than when you're broke. Right. I hear people say all the time, I want to be rich. I've never heard someone say, I want to be broke. All my whole life, I've never heard that. So if you're thinking that money doesn't bring happiness, then you're hanging around the wrong people. All right, so we are going all the way to California to hear from our good friend Leah Garcia. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much, Eric. It is an honor and pleasure to be here on this beautiful motivational Monday. And I heard it said that have the goal to become a millionaire, not because of the money, but for the person that you will have to become for the process. And I am so honored to be a part of this panel. Cassandra, we are ready to soar in 2024, girl. I'm just so proud of you. And it's so humbling to be a part of this incredible group. So thank you so much, Eric. So I'm going to give you 3 quick tips. And by the way, my name is Leah Garcia, financial professional, and I'm here to help you earn your black belt in financial literacy in bite-sized golden nuggets. So 3 quick tips of what you need, the skills you need. But by the way, Dr. Benjamin Hardy says personality isn't permanent. So if you don't have these personality traits, you can evolve them. You can actually build them up in yourself. So number 1 is the ability to connect with people online. A lot of us are good on the networking in person, and we have a certain skill set. Online, it's a little bit different. You don't have the opportunity to really shake their hand and really assess who they are. We only see from here up, right? So develop that skill on how to really be a great listener and really be intuitive and watch and understand people's little nuances, their body language, and how to connect with them through a computer. I think that's so an important skill to develop. And number 2 is be flexible. This online stuff is ever evolving, ever changing, ever ebbing and flowing. And so many people are adverse to change. They say, well, this is the way I've always been. This is the way I've always done it. This is the way that's always worked for me. Well, guess what? What got you here won't get you there. And if we can embrace that and just become a student, like Cassandra alluded to, I took a ton of notes on her talk. I come here as a speaker, but I always come here as a student. I believe the teacher learns the most. And number 3 is to be courageous. Do it scared, like Cassandra always says. You do it with shaky legs. Do it even when your voice trembles, even when you don't have it figured out. Your mess will become your message. And I will tell you that I truly have done it that way. I have done it just being courageous. I did this Power Women panel, and I didn't know. I was just learning LinkedIn audio rooms. I didn't have it all figured out. I got a divine download that said, you have to do this. And it's pretty incredible to me because as I reflect and look back, Cassandra was one of my first guests. And the other speakers have all gone on to do other things. Denise, Martha, Lance Furiyama just got an incredible job offer, promotion, because of his being a moderator. And then that's not to say anything about me. Please don't, I don't mean it that way at all. I'm saying it's that just being courageous, you never know what can transpire and what you can bring out in others. Because we all see the after, but guess what? We all started before. And the bonus really quick, one of my personal mentors, he now has the #1 podcast in all of personal development. But when he first started, he didn't even know what hashtags were. He thought they were hash browns, and he thought he had to do his podcast at breakfast time. This is really what he thought. Okay. So it's just starting. That's just it. So that's my time. I would love to share my ebook with you, The Wall of Wealth. You can go to thewallofwealth.org or email me at thewallofwealth@gmail.com. And with that, I send it back to you, Erica F. King of Collaboration.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Leah. We appreciate you always giving us value. I love when you said divine download. I'm going to use that. Okay. If that's okay with you, I'm using that from now on. Divine download. Awesome. So if the speakers, if you can put your information in the comments there so I can pull it up for everybody to see. We'd appreciate that. And definitely put your questions in there. I see some people have already started doing that. Welcome, Jonathan. Good to see you. Good to see you. LaDonna, welcome. Satish, welcome. Welcome. Definitely share this with other people. We want more people to see this. All right. Okay, so let's keep going. Let's keep going to our next speaker. So our next speaker hails from Maryland, okay? And she is a business communication expert. So if you are in business, wouldn't you like to know how to communicate better? Right? Well, she is the best in the business, one of the best in the world at helping you build long-term business relationships. All right. So get your pegs, get something to write on, something to write with, as I present to you Amberly Shreve. Amberly, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Eric. It is so wonderful to be here with each and every one of you. And I want to bring some tips to you today to help you with the success of your online business. So, sometimes it's not always easy to put everything together, but I think taking a deep breath and getting yourself in a space where you can think about what it is that you want. When's the last time somebody has actually asked you, okay, what do I want in this business? What do I want for myself? You're going to identify your niche. Where can you provide the most value? That's super important. People are going to learn from you. Create a solid business plan. Your target audience, your revenue streams, your market strategies, all of those things are super important. You're going to optimize your search engines. You're going to implement SEO strategies, your content marketing, you want to produce high quality content, things that people are going to get excited about and learn from. All of those things are incredibly important. Then we get to determination. You're going to have to drown out the noise. You're going to have to find a way to push through, because every day is not easy. You're going to have ebbs and flows. There are some days where you are moving through life and everything seems to be going really well. And then you make it into those areas that maybe are a little more challenging. But think about it this way. If everything just went as though it should, how would you learn anything new about yourself? How would you learn anything new about your business and how you pivot to make things work a little bit easier for you? So finally, follow up is huge. When we're following up with our prospects, our clients, even our colleagues, people that we're looking to collaborate with, it shows them that you are not only standing out, you are truly wanting to make a difference. And you guys know I have a unique tool to be able to do this so that I can help you and take you through and provide such value for everyone. That is really how we stand out, we make a difference, we stay memorable with each and every person. We want to stand out. And finally, continue your self-development. How in the world are you going to evolve this business and grow and be able to do the things that you absolutely need to do if the self-development is not there? And growing that self-development, believe it or not, each and every day is a key point to your success. So any questions that you may have, please reach out. Please connect with me on all the socials. You can find me under my name or on TikTok and Instagram at Beach Girl Shreve. And hang on to your seat, guys, because July 13th, I am having a self-development event here in Baltimore. Still working on the venue, but if you are ready to grow, if you are ready to make a difference in your life, in your business, in your community, come spend some time with me. I would love to meet you in person. I would love to be able to see you and make a difference in your life. Have a wonderful week, everybody.
All right, all right. That was incredible. Thank you so much, Amberly. And congratulations. Congratulations. You know, it's funny. I was thinking, I guess one of a great tip is surround yourself with people like this to be successful. Everybody is making moves and doing things, right? We call them movers and shakers. That's what we used to call back in the day. I don't know if they still say that, but they're all movers and shakers, right? Right. So awesome, awesome. We appreciate you. We appreciate all the people in the chat. Thank you. Keep putting on those questions. All right. All right. So we're going to keep moving. We're going to keep moving. Our next person that will speak would be me. That will be me. So I'm going to share with you what I believe are the 5 most important skills that you need to be successful in business, online and offline, actually. Okay. And I'm not saying this like as a professor where I just read about it in a book. I'm saying it as a businessman that has actually done it. All right. So for like 20 something years. So these are skills that have helped me achieve tremendous success in business. And it's helped me help other people achieve this kind of success as well. So number 1, if you're taking notes, is you have to have a positive mindset. Okay. Positive mental attitude. I don't care how much training you get. I don't care if they fly in Anthony Robbins to train you on sales or whatever. None of that matters if you don't have if you don't have a positive mental mindset, right? You have to have that positive mindset that things will get better, that things will work, right? I have an event coming up, and this morning I woke up and I had 36 registrations overnight while I was sleeping, right? Like 36. And I don't say that to brag or anything, but my point is there are people that says, I'm not interested. I got those. I'm not interested, Eric. Another event. Like I get those, but I don't doesn't bother me, right? Because I'm not gonna shut down my events for people that say I'm not interested or it's not gonna work or I don't need to make any money. Like, right? But I have the positive mental attitude. That's why I keep going and keep helping people, right? Keep helping people, right? So that's number 1. Number 2, you need to learn how to market yourself, right? People say, well, Eric, I don't want to really put myself out there. Well, then you don't want to make any money. Period. All right. Like I sorry to be blunt, but if you don't put yourself out there, how are people going to know about you? They won't know about you. Okay. Don't be a secret agent. Right. You want to let people know what you're doing. So you want to learn how to market yourself online. I think I did my first video online in 2019, the end of 2019. That's not a long time ago, right? That's not a long, maybe in 2020, I was doing maybe one video a month or every 2 months. But I just started. And now, as I was talking to my videographer, the guy that's going to be doing my videos for our upcoming event, he said, Eric, I see you everywhere. Like he said, you're just everywhere. Like it's just too much. And like, that's good. I'm a marketer. I want it to be too much. Too much means I'm getting there, right? I'm on my way, right? So you want to learn how to market yourself online and even outside of online marketing. Number 3, okay. So now you have the positive mindset. You know how to market yourself. You want to get good at sales. Okay. Don't shy away from it. Like people shy away from it. Eric, I'm a business owner. I'm not a sales guy. Well, you're in sales. You're in sales. If you have a business, you're in sales. You just have to learn how to sell with compassion and sell in a way where you are not trying to force people to buy your offer. You are not being pushy or salesy, right? So you are in the business of sales, whether you know it or not. You just have to do it in a way that is comfortable for the people that you're talking to. That's all it is. You want them to be comfortable, right? And if you're comfortable, they'll open up to you and they'll tell you what their wants are, their needs, their desires. They'll tell you what their fears are. They'll tell you what their problems are. And then you'll be able to provide them with a solution. Okay. So you want to get good at sales. All right. So that is number 3. Number 4, you want to get good at public speaking, right? People say, well, Eric, I get nervous when I'm in front of a group. I said, good. That's how it starts. Now you need to work on that. Okay. Don't let your reason for getting better become your excuse for not. Okay. So now you need to just get better at that, right? I used to be an introvert. I actually still think I am. I just light up when I'm around people like y'all, right? Right. But you need to learn how to communicate, right? Because that is the highest paying skill. Talk one to many, a high paying skill, one to many. All right. And then lastly is video marketing. You have to get on video. You have to get on. These lovely women that are here on stage with me today, they all do videos. You see them on video, right? Cassandra, I saw her in videos before I ever met her, right? That's how I got to know her, through her videos, right? So you have to learn how to do videos. So having said that, I am so excited to announce that I have 4 speakers flying into an incredible studio in North Carolina on Wednesday to help you with these skills. All right. Carl already put it in the chat there on my 2-day event, Be Unstoppable. Yes, we have about 200 people registered, but we want more people. All right. You can do it. You can watch it from the comfort of your home, and you will learn all these skills in one day. It's like, I mean, 2 days, sorry, 2 days. It's better to do that than to pay 4-5 different coaches, right? Why don't you just show up for a free event and get it all in 2 days? All right. And these speakers are top notch. They're highly qualified. I don't just put everybody on my stage. Trust me. All right. Highly qualified. Even if you give me a lot of money, I won't put you on my stage if you don't qualify, right? Because I want people to get value. Right. And you will get value from these incredible speakers. So click on the link, register, right? It's free. There's a VIP part where you can pay to be in a room with these speakers and ask questions. That's what I really recommend for the people that are really serious, right? But if you don't want to do that, that's perfectly okay. At least be in the room, in the general room. All right. So that it's there Wednesday, 27th, Thursday, 28th. Don't miss it. It can change your life. All right. Okay. So let's keep going. So now let's get into our questions. Oh yeah, there's your event, Amberly. All right. So let's get into our questions. Let's see. Oh, and by the way, when we put a link in there, click on it right now. Don't wait, because you're gonna forget. Click on it, put in your name, your email. You can put your phone number if you want. If you don't want it, that's okay. Click enter and you're in. Then come back to us. All right. So just do it now or you'll forget. Why do I say that? Because I do that all the time. I mean to do something, but I never get to it. Right. So don't do that. All right. Just click on it and register. All right. So let's get to the questions. All right. I know we have a lot of questions here. Let's see. How do we prioritize our tasks when building an online business? Right? How do we prioritize our tasks? That's a great question by Coral from across the pond, because we have a lot to do. Right? So, is there anybody that would like to jump in? I mean, I definitely have a lot to say about this, but I want to yield the floor first. Go ahead, Cassandra.
Absolutely. I love this question because really what we're talking about is our time management. What is the most important, the most impactful thing that I can do to move towards my goals? So you need that clarity that I was talking about first. So you have a clear picture of where it is that you're trying to go, understand where you are right now, and then you build a plan to get from point A to point B. And when you know where you're trying to go and you've got the route to get there, what's the first thing I need to do? That's going to be most impactful. That's going to be the best use of my time. Ask yourself that question, those questions, and do that first. And then you ask yourself that question again when you've completed that thing. What's the next best thing for me to get done? And you evaluate your to-do list that way all the time. Prioritize that list by the most impactful thing that I can get done today, and just keep asking that question over and over again. And you will be blown away about how much you accomplish in a short amount of time because you're focused on the thing that's going to bring you the biggest return.
Awesome. Absolutely. Thank you so much for that. Leah, go ahead.
That's so good. So what this makes me think of is Dr. Benjamin Hardy's book that says 10x is easier than 2x. If I just want to 2x myself, there's probably thousands of different ways and paths to get there. But if I want to 10x, then there's probably just 2 or 3 things that you need to focus on. So I would really get clear about where you want to go, that 10x, what is that 10x for you? And make a list of the things. It's probably a short list that will take you there. And yeah, that's what I have to share. Back to you, Eric.
Awesome. Great tip. Great tip. All right. Let me share. I don't see Amberly's hand up yet. Let me share real quick. Two things I do. Number one is time blocking. Okay. So what I do is I have certain times when I'm doing my business and I'm not gonna get distracted no matter what. I put my phone off, I put it in another room, and I said, this time, this is what I'm gonna do, and I focus on it. Okay. I make sure I don't have any browsers open. Okay. I'm not getting any notifications, nothing like that. You will be amazed at how much you can do if you actually focus, right? You focus for an hour, right? And do it. And then go out and do whatever you have to do. And then have another time when you focus another hour. It's incredible how much you can do. And also, speaking of notifications, right? So I only get notifications when it has to do with one is let's say I have an event with somebody and they want to contact me and talk to me. That's one. And then something that makes income, that makes money, right? I get a notification anytime someone buys something, right? But I don't get notifications if someone posted something on LinkedIn or Facebook so I can go see it. No, I don't want those notifications because they'll distract me all day. They'll distract me all day. If I want to go to LinkedIn, I go to LinkedIn and see what I want to see, comment or whatever I want to do, and then I get off of it and do my business. But I don't just get notifications all day. Some people get 200 notifications a day, but they're not making any money, right? So that's one thing that I could advise you to do. Make sure your notifications and things of that nature is something that it's productive, it's money making or something productive, right? So that's what I would share. That's what I would share. But that's a great question, Carl. We appreciate that. All right. Yes, Dr. Mercier, time blocking is perfect tool. Absolutely. Go ahead, Amberly.
So I was going to say, in the beginning, when I was trying to do all the things, I wanted to be a part of everything. I wanted to do everything, be a part of everything. And then I'm like, okay, this is exhausting. I've literally exhausted myself. So now sometimes I will only do certain income generating activities. And then I will hop around because not everything we do is income generating, right? There are things that we have to do within our businesses that we just have to take care of. So, Eric, I was going to say it myself, time blocking is huge. You have to be intentional with your time because we all only have 24 hours in a day, each and every one of us. So how are you going to be strategic with your time and make sure that you are putting it to best use? So that's it.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Amberly. So let's go to another question. And this is by my good friend, Alexis. By the way, Alexis, who gave me permission to say this, she was in my sales class and she made 4 sales in less than 2 weeks. Like she was excited. Like, Eric, I made 4 sales. I'm like, so I'm excited for her. I'm excited for her, especially since what she's selling helps people, right? She edited my book. I think she worked with Cassandra. She worked with different people, so she's doing a great job. So congratulations, Alexis. All right. So here's a question: what level of detail do we present in online marketing? Your business. Okay, what level of detail? All right, so great question. Does anybody want to jump in with that? And if you want, Alexis, you can clarify because it seems like we need a little clarification in the chat. But I'm gonna try and answer it anyway. Go ahead, Cassandra.
When I think about the question, and it'll be good to get some clarification, but the first thing that came to mind was back to knowing your audience and making sure that what you're sharing is speaking to them, not so much speaking about you. You can clear out the level of detail and have a more focused message, if you're clear on who that message is going to, and you're speaking to their needs and the things that they're most interested in, not necessarily just musing about what's exciting, what's new, what's on your mind. Sometimes we forget, especially in the online spaces, you can see it when people come into rooms, they just go on and on and on, and you've forgotten what the question was, but by the time by the time they finish, because they've told such a long story. So understand who you're speaking to, understand what their question is or what problem you're solving for them, and that's what you want to share. You do share the background about yourself a little bit more, because that gets to that authenticity and helps you to create the connections. But really, it's being about the problem at hand and solving that for the receiver and focusing on them, and that'll help you determine the level of detail.
Awesome. Very good. I love it. I love it. Who'd like to add to that? Okay. Well, it seems like Cassandra took the words right out of my mouth, because I was thinking that the way you know what level of detail is what do your prospects need? What does your target audience need? Right. So I was in Canada. I just came back yesterday, and I was in the airport, and I thought about a point that I can share with my audience. Right. It had to do with high ticket offer. Right. Like people always focus on the price of a product, but you should tell people the price of not getting it. Right. So once it hit me, I'm like, oh, people need to know this. Right. So I just took my video out and I started video, and you guys will see it in a couple of days. Right. I just thought, hey, I have a quick point here that I want to share with you, because that value will attract people to me and to my business, because that's the priority. The priority is always the people you're serving. The people you're serving is always the priority. What's in it for them? What's in it for them? And that's where you start. Everything else is just gravy, right? You want to always start with what's in it for them. All right. And I would do posts about um the problems, the challenges that your clients are facing, right? So for you, Alexis, you are a writer. You help people put together their books and stuff like that. One problem people have is procrastination. I had that. A lot of people do, right? People say, "Well, I've written 3 chapters, and I did that 10 years ago." Right. So procrastination. So talk about that. Write a post about it. Do a video about that. Right. Myths people have about writing books. Right. You have to be a scholar. You have to be a PhD. No, you don't have to go to school nowadays to write a book. Right. But you need to know your niche. You need to be good at it and be able to help people with it. Right. So those are just a few examples. So I hope that helped. Anybody else? Let me see. Okay, go ahead, Amberly.
Well, I was going to say, to sum it up, listening, listening to your prospects, or your audience, these people that you are looking to bring value to, because they're going to tell you, like Eric said, their challenges. They're going to give you little bits of information where you can actually support them. You can bring value. You can share your ideas to leave them better than you found them. So I think listening is huge, because a lot of people are just, oh, here, buy my stuff, buy my stuff, buy my stuff. That is not going to bring value to the other person. You have to take the time, be present in the conversation, and listen to what they actually need. So
That's brilliant. That's great. That you can drop the mic right there. Drop the mic. That's right. Listen, folks. Listen. All right. All right. So people, it's funny because because I'm a sales coach, people, when they meet with me, they feel that they have to tell me how good they are in sales. So people are like, "Oh, Eric, man, I'm a great salesman. Look, I have a gift of gab, and when I hear that, I like, then having a gift of gab doesn't make you a great salesman, right? It really, you could be just and making people angry at you all day. Right. You got to listen to what people want. Listen, right? All right. So next question. How do you manage your customers' feedback and use it to improve your online business? Oh, I love that. I love that. And I have something to say about that. Does anybody want to start? Does anybody have anything you want to share about that? Okay, while you're all thinking, let me jump in. So here's one thing that I've learned in my journey in online marketing. You can listen to constructive criticism depending on how it is presented to you, and if it's not malicious, right? So let me give you an example. My first video I ever did on YouTube, my first comment was a negative comment. The person did not like the video and they told me everything that was wrong about the video. So I looked to see, because on YouTube you can see if they have videos. And I noticed he never done a video. So he wasn't in the right, he wasn't a part of the group of people that I need to listen to, because he doesn't know anything about videos. Right. So one thing you have to do is um, um, uh, look at the source of the criticism. The source is important, right? Amberly gets hundreds of views on her video, right? If I got 2 views, Amberly can tell me how to get 100 or 200. She's a good source, right? So always consider the source, all right? And then number 2, don't let anybody discourage you from doing what you're doing, because there are a lot of trolls out there. Oh my goodness, there are a lot of trolls out there. People will want to argue, like, I did a video a couple of weeks ago. I don't argue with people online. People are like, well, Eric, I certainly disagree with what you said. This is my take. And then they do, and I'm like, good for you. Congratulations on your take. Right? Don't argue with people. That doesn't help anybody. Right? That doesn't help. And don't get so discouraged you quit, because now you're hurting the people that should get the information that you have, because of some knucklehead that doesn't want you to be successful. Right? So that's what I would say. All right. I know. Thank you. All right, Amberly, go ahead. What would you like to share?
So there is a story out there about a father and daughter, and the father gives the daughter this car, and he says, go and see what the car's worth. So they go to the dealership, and she's like, well, Dad, they only want to give me like $300 because, the car's old. Okay. Well, why don't you keep researching? So she goes to the next place. She goes to the next place. She goes to the next place, because I'm trying to obviously keep the story short. And then she goes to the antique shop, and she comes home and says, Dad, they want to give me $300,000 for the car. And he said, honey, that's where you found your value. So the point is that you're going to come in contact with people, and they may not see your value. They may not have value within themselves. So be intentional with who you have in your circle, who you're doing life with, who you are choosing to help create the life in which you're living, because those people will have an impact on how you are doing your life each day. So really be intentional with your relationships and the people that you are around. They really do make a difference.
Wow, that's incredible. That's a TED Talk right there. That's incredible. Yeah, I just want to let you know, Amberly, when I get the video for this, I'm going to take that part right there and I'm going to post it. That story. Stories are powerful, folks. That's a powerful story, right? Your value is different in different places. Depends on where you go. So awesome. I think somebody else put up their hand. Okay, go ahead, Leah.
I can just share with you what I've learned on my journey. When I first started doing video, and by the way, it's because Eric encouraged me to. I did it resistant. I did not want to do it at all, but he said to make videos. And what I learned is that absolutely immediately I got what people say is constructive criticism. You talk too loud. You use your hands too much. What are you doing? And you know what? I took that all with a grain of salt because there's a difference between constructive criticism and just people just criticizing you. Listen, this is my personality. If you don't like hand talkers, I'm probably not the right person to talk to you. If I'm talking too loud, they're not my tribe. They're not my people. The right people will resonate with you, just like what Amberly was sharing. You know, they're going to hear your message, and in spite of your hand talkers and anything, because none of us are perfect. I don't know about you. I'm not in the perfect line, right? And so just embracing that and understanding truly who you are. Cassandra said it at the very top. Know who you are.
Yes.
And when you
Absolutely.
know who you are, then you can't do anything else wrong. You can't do it wrong. So back to you, Eric.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much. That was brilliant. Thank you so much for that. Cassandra, I think, did you have your hand up?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you. So I wanted to come at it from a slightly different angle, and that is to remove your emotions from the feedback, right? And understand that even a broken clock is right twice a day. So look at the feedback as a gift, no matter what package it comes in. Look at it as a gift and peel back all the gunk and see, is there anything that I can learn from this? Is there anything that I can take from this that's going to make me better? Even the trolls and the negative comments and all that stuff, if we allow it to prick our emotions, you just pass it by. And trolls, I just pass by. They get nothing from me, no energy whatsoever. But in the feedback, if I, like Leah said, know myself, know my value, I'm standing on that, maybe, just maybe, in the gunk, I can find something that's going to help me, that's going to make me better. So understand that you shield your person from your activities. Put some space between those two things. You do not have the right to attack my person. You don't have the right to tell me whether or not you like my hair, the clothes that I'm. That's none of your business. Those are my personal choices. But if what I'm delivering, if you've got some feedback on that, and there's something I can take from that that's going to make me better, two different things. And so sometimes the packaging is not all that great, but I may be able to sift through and get something that's going to help me. So even if that clock is broken, I may just catch it that once or twice a day when it's actually right.
Absolutely. Wow. That's brilliant. That is brilliant. Absolutely. All right. Did anybody else want to share? No? Okay. So one thing also I would say, Carl, is, you know, when you anytime I do a video, I look at it to this way. There are two groups of people. There's a group of people that want to learn from my videos. They follow me, they want to learn, they want success, they want my success, they support me. That's one group. Another group are people that don't really care about my videos. They don't really care about what I have to say. They don't maybe they don't like me, maybe they don't like how I look or how I talk. They don't have any ambition, right? They're just going around criticizing people. Now, if I'm thinking about the wrong group, I won't even do a video. I'd be scared to even come out. But I don't care about people that don't care about what I'm doing. So I'm focused on this group every day. That's why I do videos every day, because I'm focused on the right group, right? I don't even consider, like just like Cassandra said, I don't even consider the other people. Like I don't respond to them. Yeah, you just get crickets from me. Yeah, you really, because I don't have time. Because my time is focused on helping the people that want to be helped. So I can't take any of that time to give it to you, because you don't care about what I'm saying. So why would I even waste my time? Right. So that's how I look at it. That's how I look at it. And Carl, congratulations. I'm seeing your videos everywhere now. So that's awesome. Awesome. You are doing the deed. You're doing the thing. Did you have a question? Did you want to say something, Leah? Or were you just clapping?
I was clapping, but you read my mind.
Okay.
I think that also, Eric, you just really resonated with me, is that if we're focused on ourselves, then a lot of times we can't get out of our own way. But if we're focused on our audience and the value that we want to share, that's when we can go ahead and take ourselves to that next level and not be so caught up in the things that maybe we don't have the imperfections, or maybe, we don't have the exact words. But if we're focused on our audience, then again, those people are going to find you. So that was so
Absolutely.
good.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. And remember, folks, there are people out there that want to hear what you have to say. They need to hear what you have to say. Don't deprive them of the value that they will get by deciding not to do it. Don't deprive them of that. All right. And then don't deprive yourself of the benefit you'll get from them watching your video when they start buying your products. All right. All right. All right, so let's keep moving. There's another question here. Coral is coming up with some incredible questions. All right. All right. Have you found out that being visible on video has improved your business? Oh my goodness. I could speak about this for a day, a whole day. But I'm gonna yield the floor first to my incredible speakers. Who would like to talk about this first? Anybody? Okay, let's go with Cassandra first.
I'm a chatty Cathy today, so I've got something to say about every question. It seems like, but this one is a fantastic question, and the question is absolutely yes. And the reason that I believe that that's true is because that authenticity that I spoke about earlier, that building of relationship, that allowing your audience to get to know you and to connect with you, videos really accelerate that process. They hear your voice, they see your mannerisms. It's not just text or random things or stock photos and things like that, but they actually get to know the person. Have you ever seen, if you think about celebrities, I remember when Michael Jackson passed away, when Whitney Houston passed away, I cried. I really did. Real tears. It touched my heart. I have never met those people, and and there was not the likelihood that I would, but what they put out on a regular basis and how I got to know them through their talent connected me with them and made me feel the loss of them as if I was losing someone that I did know. That's the power of the video. That's the power of being visible. That's the power of sharing yourself transparently with your audience. They get to know you and they connect with you beyond your widgets and services, but they see the person that you are and they feel like they know you. And that's invaluable.
Absolutely. That's brilliant. Oh, and I cried when Michael died too. I thought I was the only one that did that. Like I didn't tell anybody. I'm sitting in my car crying. I'm like, I can't believe I'm crying. This guy doesn't even know me. But powerful power video. Power video. Yes. All right. Leah.
Yeah, and Michael Jackson died on my birthday. It was even more tragic. Oh my gosh. Yes, he did. Oh, but yeah. So, I can tell you my first video I did reluctantly. My business partner said, you got to say something, and I just said, "Hi, my name is Leah Garcia. I sell insurance." That's literally what I said. It's like 15 seconds. And the first time that I had somebody reach out to me after doing some videos, they felt like they already knew me. They were already having conversations with me like, "Oh, and how's your precious grandson? And, did you go to the beach walk today?" I mean, it was like we were already in the middle of a conversation. And that just completely blew my mind. I thought, wow, people do really get to know you through these videos. We think that it's just about, talking about our business. But when you share a little bit about yourself, that's when people can really resonate with you. So that's what I've experienced, Eric.
Very good. Appreciate that. Awesome. 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 Amberly, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to add that I really feel in my heart when you come from a place of authenticity and you just show up as yourself and you share, just even if it's just little tidbits or something so that you can be relatable to them. I think that's kind of where the magic happens. Everyone wants someone that they can relate to. and someone that they can think, huh, you know what? She deals with that too. I thought I was the only one. And I think that's where a friendship actually builds. And then people will contact you and want to know more, or they'll tell their friends, oh, hey, I've been following this person, and, she really gives some great information, and I want to know more. And then the engagement starts. So I think really showing up in the most authentic way and sharing tidbits about yourself. I mean, if you're going to be doing these videos and you're going to be sharing the nuggets of information, you should probably share a little bit about yourself so that you can bring those walls down and really show people the softer side of who you are.
Awesome. Awesome. Great tips. Great tips. Thank you so much. I did. Oh, by the way, welcome. Let's see. Anazare, I hope I pronounced your name correctly. I know you were at one of our events. Welcome to our show this morning. Appreciate you. And we have another question. But I did want to mention something about videos real quick. For me, my first video, I remember doing it in the kitchen, and my son was there. I don't know how old he was. Maybe he was like 7 and I wore a suit for my first video. So my son goes, Dad, people don't wear suits to do a video in the house. Like, boy, what do you know? He's like, I'm just saying that. I'm just saying. So I took the suit off because I like, this guy knows what he's talking about, right? And I must have done 20 takes. I must have done 20 takes of like a 3-minute video, right? I said, hey, Eric F. King here. No, I shouldn't say like that. I'm too energetic. Hi, this is I'm too professional. So I went through that. I honestly went through that, right? And I actually have video because I kept videos of my takes. And I'm like, so you're not gonna be perfect. You're gonna get better every time. You're gonna get better every time. And then there's one thing I want to also say based on what I heard. But it's not coming to me. But anyway, just make sure just start. Oh yeah. This is important. So I was doing videos. Well, years ago in the early 2000s, even I did ads in USA Today, right, for my business, and I would do a small little ad for $250. And then when I did the ad, the messages would be things like, okay, what is this? Call me if it's not a scam. That's how they replied, like, because they couldn't see me. They don't know me. I'm just a little ad, right? So it was hard. And then when the internet came and then social media came, I started doing videos. And one day, a guy set an appointment to meet with me. And he said, Eric, I've been following you. I love your tips. She said, I have my credit card out. How much is your program? And I said, what program? I didn't have, and I wasn't selling anything. He said, you don't have a program, like a course or a class? I said, no. He said, oh, he was so disappointed. And I was too, right? So I said, so how much would you have paid for a program? He said, I pay like $1,000. You'd have paid $1,000 to me right now. He said, yeah. I said, hold that thought. I'll get back to you. And I created my first course. Right? So to answer your question, what video does, that's what it does. People know you. Like Cassandra says, they're ready to work with you. All right, they're ready to work with you. All right, so let's we're gonna wrap it up. But there was a question here I want us to talk about real quick. Hold on one second. Oh yeah, Dr. Marcia Thomas Powell. What is the advantages of serving a unique group? And I love this question, so we're going to talk about it real quick, okay? Anybody want to share? Because I do have something I want to share about it. Okay, go ahead. Go ahead, Leah.
I would just say a lot of times people think when you niche down that you are eliminating a lot of people. But what it does for me is it helps me to really be focused on my content and the message that I'm relaying. And you know what? Other people that are outside of your niche target market, like Cassandra, men still work with her, right? Even though she happens to resonate with a lot of women. So I just think that it helps you to be clear about your message, and it helps you to filter out the things that you don't want to say to the things that you do want to say and focus on.
Very good. Awesome. Awesome. Anybody else? Okay. Okay. So what I would say is you want to be known for something. You want to be known for something. I have an event coming up in 3 days. Oh, by the way, Call, if you can put that in the chat again. I have an event coming up in 3 days, and I have speakers in different industries. Now, for each of those speakers, before I allowed them to come on my stage, I checked out their social media, I watched their videos, and if they were talking about all kinds of stuff, they don't qualify because they're not known for anything, right? So that's why you need to niche down. I can honestly, I can teach on sales, marketing. I can teach on public speaking. There are a lot of things I can actually do courses on or teach on, but I focus on one, and that's what I'm known for, right? You want to be known for something. That's why you want to create that. You want to focus on a niche. If you're focused on a niche, then people, you get a lot of more business. You get a lot more referrals, right? I won't refer you if you're a part-time mindset coach, you're a part-time barber, you're a part-time, you do a comedy on the side. Like you have all these, you know, what they call them, streams of income, which are really droplets of income, but streams of income. I'm not calling you because you're not known for it. I can't refer you, right? So that's my point. So I'm going to we're at 8 o'clock. So if I'm just going to go around the room real quick, let us know again what you are promoting, what you want us to come and see, to grab, whatever, how we can get a hold of you, and if you want to, respond to this question, you can do that as well. But let's go around the room. Who'd like to go first? Go ahead, Leah.
Yes, so this was an incredible show as always. I took a ton of notes. I appreciate all the speakers. And I would just say, drop by my Wealthy Wednesday. I have the incredible Jay Pascal, the strategic storyteller, is going to be on Wealthy Wednesday, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And I would just say, truly, when you are creating content, the number one thing is to really and truly be ready to transfer your energy. And how do you transfer your energy? Is by speaking the truth. You know, the truth and love are the highest forms of energy. And that's how you really begin to transfer energy with your audience. If you're trying to be somebody else or speak on things you don't know about, it's not going to come through. Maybe you can kind of fool an audience if you're there in person, but if you're on this computer, it just won't happen. So that's my time, Eric.
Thank you. Thank you. Amberly?
Well, it's always a pleasure and an honor to be here with each and every one of you. And I do have an event coming up in July. More details to come. You can reach me on any of the social platforms under my name, LinkedIn, Alignable, Facebook, and keep on sharing. And also at Beach Girl Shreve on TikTok and Instagram. Please feel free to reach out. I would love to help you with your journey, with your ways of sharing all of your gifts with others. And I think it's so important how we show up. Be ready to be amazing to so many. There are so many people that want to hear what you have to offer. I hope everybody has a great week.
All right. Thank you so much, Amberly. All right, Cassandra.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you guys for another great start to my week and start to my day. I'll be short and sweet. You can catch right now. It's all about SOAR. The book is available in whatever format you would prefer. You can go to Amazon and enter my name and get the book. We are celebrating this evening. So if you guys want to be a part of the virtual release party, we'll be on all the socials at 6 p.m. Central celebrating the release. I look so forward to hearing your feedback, and I want to hear how this book is resonating and transforming your life, getting you from the things you want to do to those things being too done. All right, back to you, Eric.
Awesome. Appreciate you. All right. So I think everybody has spoken. Okay, great. So we'll go ahead and end the show. Thank you, Christina. She just said this show is one of a kind. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So last thing I want to say is I want to see every single one of you at my event on Wednesday and Thursday. It's going to be life-changing, business altering. You want to be there. It will help you. So click on the link. Click on the link right there, and I'll see everybody there. All right. Appreciate you all. We will see you next week, same time, same place. And as always, it has been a plum pleasing pleasure to be here with you this morning. Bye bye, everybody.